How y'all feeling? Y'all ready? Yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bring that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another wonderful episode of Beast Vibes Life. We are live. What's up to the chat? Marquis Collins, Shango Zulu, Alan Lewis probably up in that piece, and shouts to Blurtish. But I'm not alone. We here with the four horsemen. That's right. Bottom Square getting it started off. You know him from such from such releases as Fleece in stores now. Anwar HighSign.
Anwar HighSign. The next joint is being mixed as we speak. So look out for that. Check out that Fleece right now on your DSPs and cop that on your iTunes and your Bandcamps and all those places. Yeah. Shake it for the boss.
And diagonal bottom corner.
Live.
Speaking from the space bridge, if you will. The one and only Arckatron.
Hello, y'all. It is me, ARCKATRON.com, and the place to be on the MIC. You can find Space Bridge and everything at Arckatron.com. Holla at everybody here. They're all on the album, and all the albums I'm going to do from now on. Holla.
Yeah,
AKA
that's right.
Vibes Arctel.
In the square right here, Conspiracy P, you know the deal. From Dog to God Part 3. One and only PL Parker Lewiz.
What up, world? It is Parker PL Lewiz, LEWIZ. Like Mike said, From Dark to God 3 is available now. Everybody here is on that thing as well, man. Go stream that. Go run the numbers up. And you can shake it for the boss while it's going. You know what I'm saying? We got something for the vibes. You dig?
Yeah. So we're going to go and get into it. We got some hip-hop news today, but we got an album we're going to review. That's right. The LOX. The LOX have returned. You know what I'm saying?
LOX.
First they was down with Bad Boy. Then they needed to get free from Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Then they got free from Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? They was D-Block. They toured all over the world. You know them. We know them. That's right. LOX. That's right. Chic Luch. That's right. Jadakiss. And that's right. The Ghost. No, also known as Styles.
The Ghost.
All right. So I'm gonna throw it on the PL. Living off Xperience. How you feeling about the album?
Album of the
year.
The
album is dope. I think the album is really dope. It's cool that they keep getting better, man. Like as they get older, they're getting better. A lot of people can't say that, man. Like growing up, I was a huge LOX fan. Growing up, still a huge LOX fan, but it's like the lyrical content, the lyrical quality, they're getting way better. Like fine wine, fan. Pause.
All right, how about you, Anwar HighSign?
Yo, I wasn't excited about a LOX album at all. It was one of those, the LOX is one of those groups where the individual members aren't bad or anything, but you know, like they have had long hiatuses, and the time when they were in what Hove termed the white hot space, you know, whatever that meant for them, you know, it was a while back. So I really wasn't excited about the album, but I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was a pretty solid album. I like it.
All right. My man Arckatron, where you at, ARC Father Part 3?
Hello, guys. Hello, everybody in the world.
I like how you say
pleasant trees to y'all and wherever you bees in the world. So what I thought about the LOX, LOX, living off Xperience. I thought it was okay. It's not whack. It's okay. Okay to decent for me. I like some songs. I like the other songs. It's just more for me. I felt sonically disjointed. So we'll get on that one. I'll go deeper dive into what my issues were with the album.
Yeah. For me, I'll preface this with, I was never super sold on the LOX when they first came out. I was never super sold on them. I was just like, but I do give them props because they do got some jams. They got some hits, solo and collectively. But this album, in a lot of cases, it's what I consider like goon music. And since I'm not a goon, there's only so much I can listen to it. Like, yo, son, let's go get them cats, son. There's only so much I can listen to it. But I will say, since I haven't listened to the LOX in a while, album it's not bad. There are some sonic issues, which I'll bring up as well. But listening to it, listen to it twice. Listening to it, it wasn't like I was mad at it. It wasn't a situation where, like the Blue and Exile joint, where I was like, when is this going to be over? I was just like, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? There's two joints that I love on this album, but not bad. In the decent, okay-ish, I'm not mad at it range. So let's go in and get into some sonic issues that I have.
Let's talk about it.
Man,
Arc changed his name.
All right, my first sonic issue is the Dreamin' sample. All right, look, I gotta say it. I don't care if no one else does. Stop it. All right, cut it. Get rid of it. Don't mess with that song. When I heard that song, I was like, "Oh no, you're not gonna do this."
Wait, what track you talking about?
Dreamin' sample. Which one is that?
The Dreamin' sample is the T-Painish kind of
the Miss You song.
The Miss You. The T-Painish, feelings kind of deal, and nah, man.
Not your jam?
No.
It's not the one.
Close. That I felt like sonically it did not match what else they were doing. All the ones that I felt were sonically weird felt like they were trying to make records happen. And it felt like they were trying to like make it happen. Instead of just
definitely feels like they were trying to cater to a lot of audiences.
I don't ever want to hear the LOX on a what is that? Afrobeat beat. I don't ever.
Oh, you talking about the dirty joint?
I don't want to ever hear the LOX.
That ain't no Afrobeat, but whatever.
Whatever that was.
Whatever that was, I don't like it.
Don't disrespect Afrobeat. Real Afrobeat, not
real Afrobeat is dope.
Fake Drake beat. I ain't talking about that fake Drake, all right?
Yo, fam.
He talking about real Afrobeat.
That joint's pretty terrible, but like parts of it I like.
That dirty
too much.
It's weird.
Like I like it. The chords on it, like I like the actual chords are pleasant to hear. Mm-hmm. But then like that whole style of song feels out of place for them. It feels like it's from a past era. And then it also doesn't fit the LOX to me.
Yeah.
So it's just like
Dirty is a song someone else should have did.
Dirty.
right near the beach.
It's
Boy.
like for me, it was like kind of enjoyable, and then like kind of super cringy. It was a real weird. Like I don't want that at all. But like actual like melody of the song was cool to me. It was like, okay, this is cool. Like I don't hate this. But it was super cringy. Ever. I'm with you. I don't want that.
Chris Tucker voice.
Don't ever do that.
Yo.
That should have never happened. But there are a number of moments like that on the album that I'm like, yo, I don't ever want this from y'all. I wrote the songs down that I never want from them ever.
You know what?
Dirty's on the list. Testify is on the list.
Thank you.
Miss You is on the list.
Thank you.
Do To Me is on the list. I don't ever want that in life.
Oh man. PL, how you feel about the sonic arrangement of this album?
I think it could have been reordered. Like the track, like the reworked, like the track listing to make it more palatable sonically.
Maybe not have dirty on it.
So you say they should have did?
Just take tracks off.
I know there's a better song that got cut from that album. I want to hear that song. I don't want to hear the Dutty.
So what you saying is they should have did like a suit and sweat. They should have had like the goon stuff up front.
Nah,
and then the
one thing, hold on. Let's stop that rhetoric. Like I understand that they are street dudes from the street, but they have since long grown past these streets. Like that's what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about how dope the album was like content-wise. You can see like it's not just street stuff. We're talking about juice bars and being healthy and doing right by our families and our wives and our kids, like real man stuff.
So there are, I'll give you that. There are some messages, and I wanted to talk about that. You hit it. So going in, you keep going. Now I'm gonna jump off of that.
I feel.
Go ahead.
I feel that like some of that gets lost because it's just the straight up old lock talk.
Facts.
So it's like some of that gets like that's something like even like sonically and even lyrically, it's like you have certain songs that are literally in another space, and then you have a song that's in the LOX old space, not even like a new LOX version, where you have beats where they're rapping and they're rapping and sound like LOX. And then you have songs that feel like they're stretching a little bit too much for me. I think they should have brought that to the LOX instead of them going to
that sound.
Yeah, I feel that. So that begs the question though, like, should they mix it all, or should there be like, you know, sort of RZA's concept of like, yo, we need to grow, and that means just not doing this thing anymore? Or is there balance to be struck? Because, you know, like there's
definitely balance to be struck. Like I said, I would like the album is not bad. The album is really dope. I'll give my score on it. I'll give my 1 out of 10, 10 out of 10, whatever that later. But the album could have been reworked. The track listing could have been reworked to make it make more sense. Like it could have been a way more palatable.
Oh, kind of like working from maybe like working from the street on into the like inspirational, hopeful LOX.
I mean, you could have reworked the album a little bit better, especially with the title "Living Off Xperience." Like Dutty should not. Why is it at the end? Why is it on the album? Like I can't leave that one, man. I'm not. Nah, fam.
All right, real quick, shout out to Fillmore Pockets. Fillmore Pockets with the super chat. What up? That's right. Holding it down.
Shake it for the
you know what I'm saying? Keeping it real. Filling more pockets.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you, filling Mo Pockets, the illest name on YouTube.
Yo, Fill More Pockets is real, yeah. So I guess let's go around the horn with bottom three. Let's go around the horn with bottom three. Start with Anwar, like I need a bottom six.
Nah, it ain't that bad, but it is. It is. I do have a bottom 4. Like,
okay.
Testify. I hate anything T-Pain was on. Not because I hate T-Pain. I just don't like the marriage here. And
Yeah,
I don't love syrupy LOX. Like
it's kind
I don't love
syrupy LOX is like Jay-Z when he be like, never exists. Never exists.
Yeah. Like I don't like LOX that are like making a very blatant reach for a radio song.
Yeah.
Like we're a commercial
like
group.
that old mentality of radio
yes,
song.
It feels like the old mentality. And I get that they come from that space and they existed in that space. They started their career in that space. But I think that individually, at least in the case of Styles P, we're well past that time and we're more into the era of like just making songs that mean something to them. So when they're doing that, I enjoyed the album a lot. I was surprised, you know, because like I said, I didn't expect to really connect with it at all. But when they're doing that, then I'm like, yeah, I'm with it. Let's do more of this. And then when they do Testify and Miss You and Do to Me and Dirty Dirty, I'm like, don't ever do that.
You already got mine, so I won't throw in mine because you've already said mine. Those four, I'm just like, I don't want to ever hear them joints ever again.
Yeah.
But ARC, Father Part 3, you know what I'm saying?
I might need a little time with this, but like Dirty Dirty definitely was one that's like, this ain't it. This is never it. This has never been it.
This is never the way.
This is never going to be it.
It's not the
Please
way.
stop it now. So that's one. Yeah, like all the like Jeremiah, nothing wrong with these singers. Just like I just don't think it fit. Like they should have like Mary J on the album or something. You know what I mean? Like
Mary J costs money.
All the people you pay for T-Pain and Jeremiah and whoever them other people are. Pay that to Mary J. Get her on
Mary might not cost money for the LOX. They came up together.
That's what I'm trying.
You know what? Yeah, she might hit them with the homie discount.
She had a part to play in their existence in the
industry.
Yeah. I did
good point.
That.
She hit them with the homie discount. Yeah, you know, why
I really don't like that song with DMX saying the YO. I mean, I just don't like DMX on that song.
But
I don't
didn't he say
bottom 5? I have a 5th now. Thank you. That's
no, but bottom. Didn't DMX say like do something for the Lord or something like that? I'm trying to remember the exact line.
He says you in the Lord's house.
You in the Lord's house? Yo, remember that video where he said he'll F somebody up for Jesus? Like, yo, DMX is one of the illest Christians out there on the street. Don't mess with him because you in the Lord's house. DMX is crazy.
I don't know if that's what that means.
But he crazy. Yo, don't look at me. I didn't write the song.
Your synopsis is wild.
And that song is, I'm not going to say it. I can't say it, but that song is cool.
It's weird.
That song is cool.
That's worse than you saying that song is trash. Like when you be like,
it's not trash.
It's cool.
It's like you just
you got a headache with it. You like, cool.
There's
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Look, whenever PL gotta wash his face, we gotta be like,
no. Time out. If we gonna talk about it, damn it, we gonna talk about it. Why did they put him on the song, fam?
Because he's back.
Because he's back.
They have to put him on there because he's back in the.
You could have put him on another song, not that one.
I agree.
That song is so fire, minus him.
I don't know
honestly,
about that.
I would have loved to hear a track
fire.
like
with fire. It's not terrible, but you might be
fire minus him. If you took him off, man, that song is
Stop it. You just said Magna Carta, Opus, Othello. On that white,
here you go. You got this man started.
Was better than Jay's best album. You just said.
Look, all right, now hold on. All right, I will say I really wish we got. And I know people at different places, but I really would have loved to hear a posse track with, you know what I'm saying, Eve, DMX,
Drag back.
And your boy, and your boy,
Drag. You can get Drag.
Your boy Drag on. That's right.
That's your squad, bro.
You in the Lord's house.
Man. Squad up.
Squad up.
I would have loved to
Double
hear that though,
R.
for real.
Yeah, double law squad up.
You in the large house.
We got to find that jersey on eBay for you kids.
The 88 jersey.
Yo, I'm telling you,
that jersey.
Black and white one.
You in the Lord's house.
White
jersey,
black
getting
letters. That John, the OG one.
Yo, man. Shot by Nolan said that production sounded like a sound click least beat. Oh man, that's cold. And then he said no drag on in 2020. Come on, man. Come on, Shot by Nolan.
Drag still busting.
Oh no, drag is spitting that fire. No,
I want the fam to reconnect.
No pun intended. He's still spitting that fire. So
yo, look,
he may be better now than he was then.
It's still the opposite of H2O.
Yeah,
I can agree with that. He might be better now.
Shouts to Eve. You know, drag. They watched the show. Yo, what up? What up? Look,
it would have been nice.
I want a video. All of y'all together, posse cut, dope beat, and just mad motorcycles everywhere. Just do it up like you did back in the day. All right, but I mean, you got to wear masks. But besides that, just tons of motorcycles and just like rapping real good. And then that's all we need. The end. That's what you did back then.
The hard part is the rapping real good part.
They want to say it.
To get everybody on that page.
I would have much rather liked to hear him on that My America joint.
I would not. Don't do that. That's in my top songs that I liked on the album.
I want to hear him. No. That's one of the joints where they're talking about something.
Yeah, DMX don't need to be on it then. I'm good.
Yo.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
His dogs bite.
Don't do that.
No.
He rhymes all night.
No. You hurt my feelings with that one, kid.
No.
Yo,
man. He'd have killed that. Nah, he didn't fit on that song, man.
That's one way of looking at it.
He did, man.
All right, check it. All right, let's do top. You know what I'm saying? Let's do top.
Because we all had the same bottom four.
I want to hear your top.
So, who, me?
Yeah, what's your top three, Mike?
Oh, I'm going to take it straight to VA first. You know what I'm saying? Knots is on the album. That's right, y'all.
Real quick.
Knots is on the album. On the joint called Story.
I didn't get a chance to look at it.
I got who's producing right now.
I only know Large Pro is on there. You saying Knots is on there?
Yep.
Who else is on there?
We got Swiss is on there. Scram Jones.
Scram Jones is on there?
Yeah, Static Selector's on there. Large Professor,
what
which
song
is
does Scram Jones do?
Testify.
What Testify was Vinny Idol.
Yeah, that too. He did the joint with DMX. He did that joint.
Yeah, he did. He did
that one.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
But
you said that. Yes, okay, that's.
Believe that. So
what's
basically,
the one Knots did?
Yeah,
the one that has
Story.
Not
Story. That makes so much sense.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
2 up, 2 down. VA. Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, man, Knots has been sweet.
Where you been at?
Knots been sweet for a minute. Like, look,
beat.
he ain't stand up.
Behind beat.
It makes sense.
Yo, Knots, shouts to Knots. Second one, of course, shouts to Large Pro.
Sir.
Shake it for the boss.
Sir. That beat is fire.
What beat?
That joint is fire.
The Story joint.
It's cool.
What?
There they go.
Here we go.
No. Sorry.
Here go Arckatron.
It's not the PL. It's cool. It's the Arckatron. It's cool, and it means it's cool.
Here go Arckatron.
Like if I'm giving it a grade, it's like 77, 78.
He about to rain on my parade. I'm trying to pull out. I'm trying to bring VA out.
You know how I grade.
We got the drummers and everything. We got the majorettes and all that. And he come with the rain. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is I've heard better Knots beats. That's all I'm saying.
It's not that better Knots beats don't exist.
Get that Ralph.
Do you think
they got the Ralph?
Wait. Do you think
Travis, whatever his name is from?
Do you think that if you didn't know that it was a Knots beat, that it would have gotten a higher grade? if you just are hearing it in the context of this album and you don't know who produced it, would it have been?
I mean, it's kind of hard to do that hypothetical because once you know somebody does something,
yes, it would. Yes, it would. Because you a hater.
He said.
Arckatron always hating.
He said always.
Look at his face. He was like,
always hating.
Always hating. You'll never let VA have nothing.
I could have swore Timbaland and Pharrell in my top 10. What are you talking about?
Nah,
all right, I retract that previous statement, but then I also say
never let him.
Knots is in my top.
You don't let a lot of VA have something.
You don't let Virginia have nothing.
Knots is in my top 50. He's fallen off for a while. He's been falling off since ELE.
He had a small dip, but he came back. You know what I'm saying? Small dip. Like,
small dip. That was like a 5-year dip.
Look, bottom line is
that was like you got a chip. Like
when?
All right. Bottom line is story beat is hot.
You the 50 Cent of producers, bro.
Story beat is hot. Knots did it. That song is straight flames. Then
That's
Large
cool.
Pro came through with it. Large Pro came through with the Flidames. And you even had PL's old boy on there. Do. You know what I'm saying?
That's in my top 3. Don't do that.
So then
that's in my top 3.
And then
Wheels.
Oh boy. And then
that's a good song.
Then I'd probably say My America after that. I think I like My America a lot. So yeah, that's for me. That's where I'm rolling with. Story, My America, and Think of the LOX. So let me see. Arckatron. How about you?
You picking from a hat? Where you choosing me from?
No, I'm choosing you. I'm choosing you.
You look there like, okay, Arckatron. I'm gonna choose you. Like,
Arckatron, we coming for you.
I'm talking to
you. My top 3 in no order would be Story, no order again. Come Back for Strangely because I don't
like that was a win
like
for
stuff
VA.
like that. That beat is. And
which one did you say? Hold on, which one?
Come Back. The Static Selector joint. Actually, I actually like that.
Fire.
And then actually the intro track is cool. I like that. Gave it to him. I like that as a good start. Good start of the album.
Yeah, Give It To Him is decent too. Yeah.
So that's my my top 3.
It's good to see that Story was in it. All right. So
but this shows you what else I think about the album. So yeah, we're gonna wait for that grade.
Story is in my top 3 as well.
It's a good song.
I like that joint. It's a weird story. It gets kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a weird story.
But yeah, I liked the structure of it. I liked the beat. Beat was hard. My America as well. I like that joint a lot. And I got 4 that I done. I do like the Gave It To Him joint as well. Like that joint's pretty hard. And what's this one? Commitment.
Oh yeah. All right.
I got that on my list of likes. But yeah, so a little more than 2. But I say Give It To Him, Story, My America.
All right. And of course, PL, where you at on your top 3?
Story.
The whole album is my top 3.
Story is by far my number 1 joint. I've listened to that song at least 30 times since this album's came out.
Yeah.
That's number 1. Number 2 is Think of the LOX. Benny smoked that beat, and Benny smoked that. He smoked it.
Can I be like super honest real quick? I didn't make it through that song. I listened to this album before we were going to review it, just because like I was out and I was like, okay, well, this is out. Let me check it out. And yeah, like I'm outside, kept skipping around. So I didn't really get to digest it the whole, the way I would like to. And listening to joints today that I didn't catch the first time around. Yeah, that one just it wasn't doing nothing for me, man. At all.
And then my third joint is the comeback joint. I think that joint is fire.
Word up.
I like the Game of the Film joint too.
Y'all like the joint so much. I'm want to give it a chance again. I'm like, I want to understand the Large Pro joint.
Yeah, think of the LOX.
That Large Pro smoke.
It's only two people here. I'm not saying nothing about smoking and the good track.
Because Arckatron is never going to say that. Don't count him. Don't count him. He doesn't count.
Nah, because I felt that way too. Like that beat, and y'all know I think highly of Large Pro.
Yeah, same.
That wasn't the one, especially for those guys who have gotten pretty amazing work from a lot of people over the years.
I think it was more so. I think it was an alley-oop beat. I don't think he was trying to go in.
And nobody slam dunk it.
Arckatron is mean, boy. That boy is the hip hop meanie.
Y'all know how I feel about whatever.
Shake it for the mouth. Shake it for the.
No. Large Pro threw it.
He gave you the Shaq finger. He gave you the Manute Bold finger, bro. The Dikembe finger, rather.
No. He ain't got that Kawhi finger. No. Benny went all through that, fam. No. Okay.
All right, so
who went off on that? You saying everybody went off on that?
No, Benny had the best verse.
Okay.
Benny went in.
Right. I'm gonna go back to it.
So I want to start my score with Arckatron.
If he doesn't go off, you will be hearing from me.
Have I been wrong?
Are you telling me again?
Yes.
No. Hold on.
Yes.
No, I'm talking to
you
High
were just wrong about Magna Carta Holy Grail.
No, HighSign. When have I sent you something? Be like, yo, listen to this.
Okay, that's fair. You did send me the Styles P joint. And it was like, yo, you need to listen to the Styles P out.
I've sent you a couple joints, and you
actually. I'll give you that.
Quick question
but you
from the
about to be wrong
chat
about this one though.
Shot by Nolan asks, is this album better than Filthy America?
No.
I'm not crazy familiar with that album.
No.
I don't know.
I've never listened to it.
I haven't heard it.
No.
So PL says no.
One time.
No. Dutty. No.
That keeps it out automatic.
No.
Dutty.
No. Do it to
right.
Me. No.
Right near the beach.
Not better than Filthy America. No.
Boy.
Like if you took those 4 songs off, this might be like a. Can I get my grade now?
Whoa! Don't be stuck taking songs off. No.
Hold on. Can I give my grade?
PL, go ahead and give your grade. Give your grade.
Okay.
Give him the grade.
There are 14 songs on this album.
Okay.
If you took those 4 songs off.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Just hear me out.
Oh boy.
Just hear me out.
You. All right, we hearing.
Those 4 songs off, it'll be a solid 9. With those songs included, it's a 7. 7 out of 10, fam.
Nice.
7 out of 10 for PL.
Solid.
Arckatron, where you at? 7 out of 10 from PL. PL comes in 70%.
You make me want to downgrade my score now.
Arckatron, where you at?
It's a great album. A great album is a 7 for you?
I stress the fact that if you took those 4 songs off, it'd be a solid 9. With those songs on there, I have to give it a 7.
All right, well, I'm giving it a 6.5. Because y'all know what that means. Because I don't be going on the 5. Because that's high score. But because you gotta give them the credit to at least put it out. That's hard to do. Putting music out is hard to do.
Is it?
Tell me about it.
No, it really is.
No.
Tell me.
Putting out music that people are
putting out quality music. Is very hard.
That too, but I'm saying when people have expectations of it and pick it apart like how we do and pick it apart, it's hard to do. Like sometimes, like you know what? If you're a person who listens to the critics or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it'll be a little hard to do. But all I'm saying is,
people come here to just hear us.
If it is NERDSoul, everybody would be releasing music all the time.
Good point.
CDs, records, DVDs,
tapes.
mini discs.
Oh, took it back with the mini disc.
USBs.
What I'm saying is that it's hard to do it on that level, that national level. We have labels that's always in your pocket trying to change whatever you think they want, whatever. You try to do that and then they switch it up on you. All I'm saying is hard in their position. They only got 4 albums out. They've been around for how long?
Good. Almost 20 years, maybe 20 years now. A little over 20 years, right?
Over.
Yeah.
25.
So there's a lot for longevity.
By Jay-Z's math, how many averages?
Don't do that.
Jay-Z got like 102 albums.
We're not gonna do that.
There's like 3 like one's like nah.
The crazy thing was Jay-Z said that.
Don't do that.
That was the craziest part of that line was that Jay-Z was saying it.
Yeah, exactly. How ironic.
It's like, my dude, you need to look back at your stuff.
Says the Nasir Jones fan. If you don't stop it,
man,
I'm hearing you, sir.
But Jay-Z got some clunkers.
That's true.
Early on.
I am, but he has some. What's
that
how long ago? You got a one hot album every 4-year average. What is it?
Every 35 years or something.
Every 10-year average.
35 years.
Every 35-year average. Yo.
Well, I'm saying music is hard to put out, and especially in their position.
Yeah.
So I give it a good 7. I do feel like this is 7. It's in that 7 range. Like I would listen to it again. I probably will listen to it again and examine it a little deeper. And I liked what I heard. I liked how they felt together. Like they felt like they were in a good place as partners and friends and MCs. Everybody's pen is still sharp. I like the interplay between them. It was nice to hear them all together, having fun doing records. And I like that part of it a lot. So I'll give it a 7.
All right, word.
It can never go beyond a 7 because Dirty Dirty exists.
I'm coming in with the lowest, but technically not the lowest score because of Arckatron and how he scores things. But you know good and well how you score. So he's like, I never go below 5, even though you know 6.5. Since technically 5 is your floor, 6.5 is low. But I'm coming in at a 6, which is technically higher than Arckatron's score because of how he weights his scores. So Arckatron's by how he weights it, by cutting it in half, Arckatron is technically 3.5.
What's it take to get below a 5 for you?
You can't. Okay,
below a 5. I have to literally.
No, Arcka.
Oh, Arcka.
He doesn't go below 5.
I think it's disrespectful to give somebody lower than a 5. Because
they actually put in the work and the effort to make.
Yeah, I just feel it's disrespectful to give somebody lower than a 5.
Why are you giving out participation trophies?
It's not participation trophy. Why
are you doing that, Arcatron? How these kids gonna learn?
Again, it's my weighting system.
How these kids gonna learn?
He's different.
But I give it a 6. I give it a 6. This is an album that I listened to twice. There's only a handful of songs that I don't like. Most of it is listenable, and I believe for me it's over the kind of in the background group of music. Like I'm actually like, oh, cool. I'm interested in this song. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They're saying so. Like when they were talking about being with your wife, raising your kids, stuff like that. So they drop some, they got their goon music. They drop some life lessons in there. It's it's decent.
Sheik Luch is going off on the album.
But
Sheik is my favorite member.
They got about 4 joints, maybe 4.5. It's tough.
Sheik is my favorite member of the LOX, fam. I like Sheik, man, from back
Sheik?
in the day. Everybody loves Jada. And if you don't love Jada, you love Styles. Sheik gets they weight their performances like Onyx does, which I don't really like. Like Sheik is treated like Sonny Caesar was. And Jada's treated like
Sticky, yeah.
If you look at it, like a lot of their songs take on that same sort of structure, which I don't really like because I feel like they are a bit more dynamic than Onyx allowed themselves to be. Onyx could have been more dynamic that way in terms of who was going first, last, middle. But
Caesar was always getting that second verse.
And Sonny Caesar was bussing. His
second
hammer
verse
was flying. Sonny, you go back and listen to them first 3 albums, Sonny Caesar's hammer was flying on them joints. And he was getting the middle slot every time, except for like one song an album. He might go first or last.
One song an album, yep.
But shouts to of course Fredro Starr. Since I recently watched Moesha on Netflix. Yeah, he's still
they've been
corny.
trying hard to get me to watch that.
He's still corny,
good,
and he was corny in the show, and all the raps that he spit in the show were corny, and they made me realize how much cornier he was in real life. But not as corny as Sticky, because Sticky is really corny. You heard it here first. NERDSoul News.
And I'm the haters maker.
You letting it off today.
Just murdered the LOX.
He was whack in Moesha. Watch like 2 or 3 episodes of Moesha and tell me that you ain't tired of Q. Tell me. Please tell me. I'll be like,
bro. Or the writer's fault.
Wait. Did you like
some of his essence was coming out of that
whackness? Sunset Park?
Yeah, but it's you know what? It's because the stature. He was coming in like Tory Lanez.
Strapped.
Strapped, he was cool. Strapped, he was cool. Give him his props. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Sunset
maybe
Park was
it's
cool.
the writers and what he's getting into.
So I'll reel it in. Maybe, he needs better writers and directors. I'll reel it in. But I will say for like 5 or 6 seasons, dude got on my nerves.
What did you have against Sticky though? Where that coming from? Like what?
Sticky.
Where's the
Sticky is the classic example of the dude. Remember when he was like, "Yo, let me get my boxing match on." Remember when he wanted to be Blade? Remember all these things that
he did a series.
He was Blade for a while.
I know, but that's what I mean by wanted to be Blade is because that series was whack, and he was whack in the series.
I've never seen it.
Trust me, you won't want to see it.
I've never seen it either. I remember.
I swear, if you watch about 10 minutes of that episode, you're gonna be like, "NERDSoul's right."
That makes me want to see it now.
It's probably gonna be funny for the wrong reasons.
Man, it's so horrible. It's just.
Does he do martial arts in it?
If you want to call it that.
What are the fights like in the show?
Imagine because remember this is like 90s, so bad or early 2000s.
Nah, it's 2000, man.
It's like early 2000. It's like 01-ish, something like that.
It's after Blade Trinity.
Yeah, so it's
terrible.
So it's like it's probably like 02-ish, 3-ish, something like that. But bad choreography, and he's bad doing the bad choreography. Bruh. Power Rangers got better fight scenes than that joint had.
Yo, but Power Rangers was real people fighting, yo. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
the choreography wasn't the best, but I mean, better than real fighters that could fight. It wasn't
better than Sticky Fingers and Blade.
Well, now speaking of that, since we're really veering off now, what about Mahershala Ali playing Blade? What do you think about that? I don't know if he could throw them hands.
Hit different.
Bruh, he's an actual
that might be
actor.
Hard, though. Wait, is he playing Blade? Is he going to?
Even if he can't do the fight scenes, they'll find a brother that looks like him and just make it dark.
But that's cheating, though. Like, you talking about Sticky Fingers is kicking and punching. That ain't his fault. They ain't got the right trainers.
But is Mahershala even going to be playing Blade?
Yeah, he is.
Well, yeah, with the COVID.
Playing Blade.
They got CGI now.
I missed that.
You said, P.O.?
I said they got CGI now. Don't trip.
Yeah,
No,
it'll be
I ain't
alright.
talking about
They
that. So
do.
that's what I'm talking about. Like, is it gonna be believable? Like Blade was believable because we knew Wesley Snipes was doing all the kicking and punching.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mahershala Ali will probably, do some karate stuff, learn some
He
things.
better not look stiff like Mr. Stiffman Tyler Perry when he did the
Yo.
Alex Cross movie. All right.
Tyler Perry shouldn't do anything.
Wow, you have seen
no
that
more.
movie. That's crazy.
I've never seen it, but I know it's bad.
Because
it's Tyler Perry.
Arcka, did you see that movie in its entirety?
Trash.
Come clean to the group.
Trash.
It's a safe
It's a
space,
safe
brother.
space.
Below.
This is a safe space, brother.
space.
You saw the whole movie? You watched it? Why did you
Yes, I
watch
did.
that?
He sat
Comical
through it.
purpose.
Let me say this, because like I don't hate Tyler Perry for real. To me,
All right.
people like us are not his audience.
Nah.
So in that regard, I don't think there's anything wrong with him. And I love what he's doing in terms of advancing Black business and, like having his own whole ass studio. It's fire. The writing 57 episodes in 4 days doesn't seem like it's that fire, but it is an accomplishment. Writing the script is difficult. But
True.
yeah, like I'm not the target demo. I'm not the
But
key
when you
demo.
see his
so
when you see his dialogue, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is easy."
I mean,
You gotta watch
what's
that Alex Cross
that
movie,
had-
y'all. And that's the
No.
new homework assignments.
No.
Alex
I'm
Cross.
not doing my homework, TJ.
Don't make me
I'm
do
telling you
it,
now, I'm not doing my homework.
please.
ARC Private Part 3 has spoken.
ARC endorsement.
Anyway,
You need to snap that. You need to shout that out. Like, y'all need to watch that Alex Cross.
y'all need to watch Alex Cross. And like Tyler Perry right now is watching
That
this
was
show. He's
crazy.
like, "Kid knows what he's talking about." He's like
What's that movie? I keep forgetting that. What's that movie? But how to win a man? How to get your man back? What's the movie with Janet Jackson? Why did I get married?
Why did I get married?
Yeah, those were cool. I like those. They were all right.
But with all that said, we got hip hop news.
Great segue.
We got hip hop news. We ain't talking about Tyler Perry no more. He ain't no rapper. You know what I'm saying?
You probably played with
Even
him
though
in
now I
somewhere.
kind of want to hear a Tyler Perry album.
Nope. Don't do it.
It's just a single.
Nope.
But we got some
It
hip
was
hop
going to
even
be a
news.
want a
Christian
verse.
album, so listen to Jesus is King.
Yeah.
I
So
bet you Kanye can make him sound fire.
So if any of you hip hoppers out there happen to be hungry right now, your boy Travis Scott has done a deal with McDonald's, none other than Mickey D's themselves, for Cactus Jack. Man, if you want that meal, if you want that gear, you can go get it, but it's gonna be a pretty penny. Cause that Cactus Jack ain't cheap. Dude is selling a pair of shorts for like $250.
$6.
Dude has a body pillow the shape of a McNugget.
Okay.
And he was doing like crazy signings in front of McDonald's out here in California. All of you guys, we've seen the tweets. We've seen people talking about him, saying scamming McDonald's and stuff. But how do you feel about rappers taking music another level? I mean, McDonald's always got us dancing over our food anyway.
I didn't
Why
understand
not have a deal with McDonald's?
I didn't understand the scam. Why were they saying the scamming thing?
Because they were just talking about the
like
price the price of the clothes and how expensive it was.
Like
Well,
McDonald's
close
doesn't
probably
really
that
cut
price.
that. People sound dumb.
If you went to a Travis Scott tour and got a shirt, it probably cost that much.
True that.
Yeah,
But
clothing probably on the tour, probably some of the clothing probably cost that much. But no,
Shot by Nolan said Travis Scott combo meal outsold 6ix9ine's album. Oh man, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Yo, 6ix9ine. It's not my fault. I didn't say it. It's the chat.
Yo, 6ix9ine. If you watching, man, NERDSoul be talking shit about you all the time.
Man, all the time.
He watches the show. What up?
Yeah, don't nobody care about him.
You see how antagonistic he was when he said that? He watches the show. What up?
Yeah.
Yo, man.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody worrying about that.
You need to get at these cats, man. 6ix9ine, you can't let this slide, bro. You got to get at these dudes, man.
Ain't he in the house arrest or something?
NERDSoul.
Trying to
man.
Cactus 6ix9ine versus
trying to get us that
NERDSoul.
advertising real quick.
He don't want none of this, yo.
NERDSoul 2020.
Nerdicus.
Nerdicus.
No,
man.
I think the Travis Scott thing is cool. More black men getting millions of dollars out of places like McDonald's. I'm here for it every time. The only thing I probably don't like is that it's McDonald's, and McDonald's is trashy food.
That Big Mac money.
I mean, I've eaten plenty of McDonald's in my time, but it's been a while. It's been years since I had McDonald's. But if you are still eating McDonald's, stop eating the McDonald's, man.
It's not great, y'all.
Correct.
Not good for you in the long run.
Like, I was trying to get something quick like a month ago and got some. It's I know you hungry, but it's
still whack.
It's like whack
Arnold's.
It's whack Arnold's.
How
about you, Arckatron? How you feeling about this
disappointment meal off the value menu?
Wait, with the Travis Scott thing?
Yeah.
I mean, wait, you say you got body pillows and stuff? What do you mean? Wait.
Yeah, well, there's a McNugget body pillow.
Various merch.
Yeah.
So it's just merch connected with McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
there's also
a collab.
Travis Scott
He's
meal,
got a whole bunch of other things. Like maybe 6 items.
A Travis Scott meal.
Okay. That's cool, I guess.
Something on their menu.
Yeah, it's cool, I guess, but the same thing as HighSign. I think, really, just it's McDonald's. McDonald's is, for lack of better words, trash. But hey, we all like to eat trash sometimes, so I get it.
Yeah,
but it's trash. It's
so
not,
guys,
what it's in it.
Just letting y'all know, what I'm saying. If y'all want to go out there and get a meal and support a brother, you know what I'm saying. I mean, he already a millionaire, so I mean, I guess But if you want to support him some more. You know what I'm saying? Feel free, go get you some Cactus Jack, all right, from McDonald's. Put some of that Big Mac money in his hands. But we had some hip hop news-ish knowledge and beef as well. Joe Budden recently last week had a podcast about leaving Spotify. And when I saw it, I was surprised. I was like, because from the outside looking in, it seemed like everything was going well. And he goes through this story about how basically they hold up their end of the deal. They had bonuses in place. They didn't get those. They had like different markers they were supposed to hit. They hit them, and then they tried to, give them other gifts besides just giving them money. They wanted to re-sign them for like a lower amount of cash before the real renegotiation period came up. All kinds of what Joe Budden would consider kind of like old school music business tactics. And all the while they were kind of throwing the bag to these, how should we say, European skinned organizations. When I heard that, of course, you got Joe Budden, so you got to kind of listen through the Buddenness of the story and the message. But I thought it was a pretty good learning experience. I was like, oh, okay, cool, because of course the grass is always greener. Then people started to weigh in, and Charlemagne had the nerve to talk about like, hey, maybe you don't know how to negotiate, or maybe it's your fault. And Envy was like, you gotta learn the game and this, that, kind of that energy of like, kind of it's on you to renegotiate. You gotta learn how to do the business, and kind of throwing it back on, I guess you could say in this case, like the little guy. And Joe then responded with a whole video talking about like, you and I are not the same. Now, we all know, unfortunately, the two bald-headed brothers have not been best friends. You know what I'm saying? Bald-headed brothers unite. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? But they all don't want to listen. Charlemagne and Joe Budden are in two different spaces of, how should we say, entertainment. When it comes from Joe Budden's side, my question to you guys is, he said that, I'm doing this kind of stuff for independents, for indie creators, to give them the information and stuff like that. Do you feel that he's like, yo, he's out there kind of like, kind of making deals, kind of opening doors for us? Or is it kind of like, yo, man, you're just saying you're doing this for the culture. You're doing this for you. I mean,
No. It's for the culture.
For me,
it's for the culture, Mike.
Kind of agree with Joe Budden this time.
You have to. NERDSoul, you have to. It's for the culture. Like, fam, if you go to a job, right? And you tell me if I hit all of these specific, like you're already paying me a salary or whatever the case may be. If you tell me I hit these specific numbers, I get bonuses. I supersede those numbers and get 0 bonuses. Fam, I'm tight. And then I see you throwing the bags at everybody else but me. Hold up. And then you lowball me the first time around. And then when I tell you I'm leaving, you go around telling everybody, oh, you got this $1,000,000 deal that you turned down. Fam, where was that at a year ago?
Yeah.
That's one. And then 2, don't you notice since he's been preaching his independence, this smear campaign that's been going on recently? Like people are saying, dredging up old stuff that's public knowledge from decades ago. Fam, why are we talking about this now?
Yeah, it does seem because
it's dirty, man.
What,
it's
like Tahiri? Cool. Is it Tahira or Tahiri?
The reason why,
Tahiri.
Yeah. The reason why we're hearing this now, that old stuff, is because that's what happens when you're in that space. You say he's the message is just like Dame Dash. The message was great. It's just the messenger that people don't like. I agree with Joe Budden wholeheartedly about the independence and not taking the low ball because it's this amount of money or getting the bag or whatever. I agree with him. It's about independence. I'm with that. Well, it's just the messenger I don't like. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I've watched Joe Budden's podcast for a long time, on and off.
I've been on and off too, so
I am loyal since number 1.
I just think the messenger is why people don't like Joe Budden. And old stuff gets drudged up.
Go ahead, HighSign.
I think that like we're maybe past the point where we can say that it's the large majority of people. Like once he switched to the media guy who does the podcast and does the shows about hip hop and current events, he's found much more success than he ever did in music. And I think more of us, meaning people, public at large, have found a way to connect with him as someone that we can enjoy content from. But the people that are speaking out against him, they have different interests than us. Like the people that are speaking out are like, oh, my ex-girlfriend that hates me. Well, that makes me have to take the information differently.
True.
Or, I don't even know if it was anybody outside of, or when you look at, or like Charlemagne, Arcka, you can appreciate this, what I'm about to say. Charlemagne can't understand because Charlemagne has a boss. Yep. It's like calling somebody your dad.
Your dad.
So, dad.
Like, I knew that was coming.
So which is to say, that what Dame Dash and Joe Budden are closer based on information that at least I learned during that podcast, which is, contrary to what Gilly said, the Joe Budden podcast is owned by Joe Budden.
Yep.
That makes it different. Like, then we come to work. There's nothing wrong with their show. Their show's huge. They're all millionaires. There's nothing wrong with that. But Charlemagne is a guy who's
he's
I'm not gonna throw any names out or anything, but yeah, like he's a certain type of guy.
He's part of a group,
adhere to a certain rule set that maybe a guy like Joe Budden is an artist in the sense I'm an artist. Like, I care about the blood, sweat, and tears of the artist. I don't care about the interest of the people put in place to exploit it. I'm okay with people making money with me and off of me, but that can never be the case. You give an inch, they take a football field. So with that being the case, if you can never strike any kind of balance because greed and greed trumps all and money is God to these people, there's nothing I can do but side with the person that understands my point of view in the world of art. And that's closer to Joe Budden. I don't agree with everything he says and does, but that part I definitely sure as shit agree with. So a guy like Charlemagne is never going to be, ever going to be on that side of the fence. He's going to be on the side of the fence that tells Massa that me and NERDSoul and Parker Lewiz and Arckatron snuck out and tried to escape last night.
Did you know that they're doing a podcast and they didn't give you any money?
On the podcast, he's the Steven to
Shannon.
To Mr. Candy was like
no.
It's like
he's the Stephen A to
cool. Like that's
Wait, what?
I was making I was making a sports analogy. Go ahead.
I'm trying to make you finish it because you're fading off here.
No, like I was saying, he's more Stephen A than Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it's like, well, yours is tamer than my Stephen analogy. Candy and that's the Django reference. But anyway, yeah. So like that being the case, he could never understand why those guys would do. Even if he does understand, he's not going to agree with it because his whole stance is keep them happy, keep these people over here happy. And this guy's stance is, regardless of whom or what, I will exist. As long as I can create, I'm going to find a way to exist. You can't push me out because I create. So as long as you have those two clashing, I think his description is apt as Magneto versus Charles Xavier. It's like just two different ideologies all together, all the way around.
Yeah, and
I don't feel it.
I will say this: since I'm a bald-headed brother, I will admonish Charlemagne the God at this moment. Charlemagne, I know you watched the show. You knew you was dead wrong doing Joe Budden like this, dude. You don't have to do this in public. Why are you trying to stop a brother getting money? Why, my brother?
Because that makes him more money. That's why.
Correct.
True that. But you already got money. You should be ashamed of
yourself.
No. You got independent money. Your independent money is longer than my 9 to 5 money. No.
Yeah, because Charlemagne, you calling somebody your dad. No. Anyway.
A bunch of people.
But anyway, it's hard to Fillmore Pocket says Charlemagne is a pioneer in getting paid to troll. But yeah, look at who he came up under. He came up under Wendy Williams. So it was kind of like the same energy, you know what I'm saying? So that's who he came up under.
Insufferable, brother.
But
I cannot
with
do
that
it
said,
any longer.
Joe Budden, I see you got a point here. I see you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you be bugging, but this time, you won't bugging. Thank you for dropping the knowledge for all of the independent people, for the culture, so that we knew that Spotify wasn't it wasn't grass on its green as you thought it was. You know what I'm saying? So thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? Because when I saw the headline, I was like, excuse me? I thought it was all good. So thank you. But last thing in news before we bounce out of here.
It's never all good with those companies.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
It's never all good, yeah.
Well, I mean, with not
good,
hearing
man.
any,
you can do business with them. We all can do business. It's great.
Yeah.
But it's never all.
Well, him being number one and all this stuff, all the streams and all the promotion. I'm thinking, oh, well, he's number one. We ain't hear nothing bad. So, no news is good news. So I'm like, hey, he's number one. He's over at Spotify. Spotify spending money all over the place, talking like
they're
the biggest audio people.
I gotta say something about that saying, no news is good news. But what if saying no news means it's not good news either?
It often means that in art.
Boom.
There's so much that
you want that news.
There's so much that creatives have to not tell the public. Like you wouldn't believe it. Like people just feel like what they see is what it is, and that's
good point.
What they're supposed to feel. They're not supposed to see the magic trick. They're not supposed to understand how the magic trick works. That's what we're here to do, is show them magic.
Yeah, because I will say I got approached by 2 different entities last year. One was for a podcast, one of my podcasts, solely on their network and stuff. And the second I started asking,
one of my podcasts.
Oh,
acknowledge Flex real quick.
Flex.
I'm trying to provide content. You know what? Forget it.
Boss.
Put it, boss. Anyway, the second I started asking about, I got the contract, and the second I started being like, all right, cool, let's have a meeting because I got a couple things about the contract I want to run through. Silence. Silence. It disappeared. And I was like, that stuff be happening. Once you be like, hey, I want to ask a couple questions about this, then they disappear. But the good thing is,
just blindly blind. They just go in. Why you ask all these questions? Just do it.
Why you asking all these questions? Just sign it.
Just sign the paper. Please sign.
Lastly, we have an update. We got an update to your girl Meg Thee Stallion. Lately, we heard that she said, "You can believe it. Everybody can believe it. It's true. Tory Lanez shot me." Well, Tory Lanez came out with a statement of his own. He said,
according to TMZ.
Allegedly.
We know TMZ. We know everybody at TMZ whack. So, take it what you do.
So
look, it's not me. Y'all the ones making the stuff. Don't get mad at me. Stop making whack stuff.
Feel a way about it. Let that diss track off then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And stop hiring token black people and trying to act like y'all got some kind of cultural clout. So with that said, according to TMZ, Tory Lanez said, "Yo, man, my bad. I was drunk. Sometimes I get drunk and I just shoot people." Okay, I add that in. But apparently he was inebriated and bullets went off on accident. You never know where a bullet ain't got no name on it. You know what I'm saying? So how much do we believe that he was drunk, but so drunk he had to shoot somebody, but not drunk enough to miss?
He might have that dead eye when he's drunk. You know what I mean?
100%. There are factors that we don't. There are factors that we don't know. We don't know how far away she was from the vehicle.
True.
We don't know how good of a shot Tory Lanez is with a pistol.
Okay. He might be known as Trigger. You know what I'm saying?
We don't know. We don't know how many shots were fired. Just because she got hit twice doesn't mean he shot twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know the whole clip.
He could have. You know what I'm saying? Try to dump the whole clip on her.
Dump God.
Just dump it on.
Dumping the whole clip and then texting later. My bad, I was drunk.
My bad. I didn't mean to hit you like that.
My bad.
So apparently, according to TMZ, he texted her and said something to the effect of, I know you probably will never speak to me again, but I just want you to, know I'm sorry. I was just too drunk. And I was like, man, if ever there were a time when not enough was said, it's this time. It was like, yo. this really isn't enough, fam. Like this ain't gonna cover it. A text message.
Now we have more questions.
Yeah, now we have more questions that we'll still have to wait on. You know, and I wouldn't honestly be surprised if he or some rep of his came out and disputed it or some variation of a dispute.
Yeah.
It's just a tricky story, and I would love for us to get all of the detailed story, but yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a while for that happens, if at all.
I don't think that's happening.
It's very interesting that has anyone been arrested? Has anyone been arrested at all? No, I mean, I'm sorry. In this situation, sorry.
Oh,
PL apparently has got arrested.
He was charged and let go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's because he got money. Anyone else would? You can't just be shooting people, man. So, all right, you get to shoot people, not go to jail, and then text somebody, be like, "Yo, man, sorry, I was drunk."
Well, how did he get this text? They would have intercepted the text. How did he get this text?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't.
We know how
the story makes it sound like it was shortly after the shooting, like before. Yeah. So I don't know, but it would be a weird text. It would be weird to send someone a text saying, "Sorry, I shot you. I was drunk."
Yeah. Strange.
Yo, man, maybe
that's
like
not,
I said, maybe
was he still drunk when he wrote that text?
He might
have been drunk texting, drunk shooting, and drunk texting.
My motor skills.
So with that, guys, I'll leave y'all with this nugget of wisdom. Don't drive while drunk. Also, don't carry a weapon while drunk, and also don't hang with people that are drunk and have weapons. Because you never know. You just never know.
All of those are facts. All of those are facts.
The more you know. Pretty much. Anyway, right here, PL, take him to the bridge. Tell him what up.
From Dart to Guy 3.
All right, man. My bad.
I was still was like, has anybody been arrested? He was like, no. And this,
not. I'm back.
The case.
Dart to Guy 3. Available now on all platforms. Go check it out. Working on beats, working on hooks. Worst working, man. ParkerPLLewis.com. Hit me up if you need anything. Let's get it.
What up? And now in the new corner, Anwar HighSign. Tell them what it is.
Yes, sir. The Fleece joint is out now. And I got something new in the chamber. And I got something after that. And I got something after that. And I got something after that. And me and his brother in the other square got something as well.
Yeah.
We working. Check me out, man. Anwar_HighSign on the IG. Anwar HighSign, one word, on the Twitters if you are into those sorts of socials. No
Follow
Facebook,
him on Spotify,
we have to get rid of that.
Yeah,
Please,
yeah.
But most of all, hit me on the Spotify's and the Apple Music, man. That's where it's really going up. So hit me on those, man. Let's get that followership up.
What up? With that said,
legendary.
Fillmore Pocket said,
he gave me the Grammy music.
Fillmore Pockets asked, which platform pays the most for your music? Anwar, Arckatron,
Tidal. It's not close. Tidal.
Bandcamp.
But if you want to, stop it, Five.
For me,
no.
it
if you really want to, well, yeah, for you, I don't. Bandcamp has never been good to me. But speaking of Bandcamp, what I was about to say is the money we get is off of direct sales. So if you hear something that you like, purchase it. If you really, but if you're gonna stream, Tidal gives us the best streaming rates.
All right, word up. There it is. And the last square, ARC Father Part 3. Say what's up.
You can find me at ARCKATRON.com, which right now is my Bandcamp page. I'll get paid the most on that page in particular until things switch over. But until then, go to my Bandcamp. Give me that guap.
That guapole. You know what I'm saying? And NERD SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all in places. YouTube is the main hub. Hit that thumbs up if you like what you see, and hit that thumbs down if you don't. If you don't, I'm gonna send TMZ after you, and then Charlamagne gonna blame you for it. Then you can listen to podcasts if you like to listen instead of look.
Saying I was drunk. I was just too drunk.
I was too drunk. Sorry. Then if you don't like looking or listening, just open up a tab with your brother. Help him out. You know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. Spotify for music.
Do that.
All that jazz. Don't sleep on your boy.
It's good music to study to sleep to make love to turn up to. You can do all of that. To ride to, especially.
Turn down to.
You need to
turn down, turn up, turn to the middle.
Turn over to.
Turn over.
turn under.
Going back to
all them turns.
Turn over.
Turn around.
Turn right, turn left. But with that said, guys, thank you for watching. We are going to leave you with some Arckatron. You know what I'm saying? That's right. ARCKATRON.com. Leave you with some of that so you can hear them beats. Dope stuff from the cut. Going to listen to them beats. Thank you for everybody in the chat. We got Marquis Collins, King Jers. We got Fillmore Pockets, shot by Nolan. Let's see. I'm pretty sure if they didn't roll through Little Miss Chocolate, Alan Lewis, they usually roll through. So I'm gonna shout them out anyway because y'all guys are dope. But with that said, from us to you, going to check out this Arckatron and then hit him up later and buy something. From us to y'all.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in the chat for a little bit too, talking to y'all. So y'all, I mean, be talking to y'all. You know what I mean?
Right here.
You know what I mean?
Peace.
Peace. Move for you, baby. Move for you, baby.
Peace.
Baby.
We out.